across her forehead?
Exactly.
Not a problem.
No.
That was in her young days.
Well, we all make, errors and judgments now and then. I mean, some are a little bigger than others.
So you saw, does it kind of go straight and then?
Yeah, I mean, it felt like.
Yeah, right now I can see that this line is from where we just were. We are traveling straight.
Oh, okay, so it must go on a little bit of angle to this side of the house. All right.
What's the age of this house?
50, so that piping's 70.
The piping's in pretty darn good shape for that.
That's what I was thinking.
So you can never go into the future and assume we wouldn't, hold to it, but there's no reason to believe that anything crazy, catastrophic should go.
Not yet that I see.
What was that?
That's grease. See that? See, this is where my camera came out of. Look how it's just closing back up.
So that's grease.
So that's grease and probably a lot of, you want to make sure on your washer drain hose that you have that, to catch for all the lint.
Okay.
But that right there is mostly just grease.
Do you, are you a proponent of treating that pipe with anything in order to cut the grease back?
No, the only way you're going to get that grease out of there is really have it.
Roto-rooter.
Yeah, you can do that, but I guess I would suggest hydrojetting it
Okay.
instead, because what you're going to do is, if you get in there with a snake, you're going to break that all up, loosen it all up, but it's going to sit there.
Where hydro blows it right out.
Hydro's going to blow it down.
Okay, your standard, do you have a plumbing company or is this just your thing?
This is just my thing.
Who's a good guy in the area?
I
I know. I got it. Probably just the guy I call up that does hydrojetting is probably the right guy, right?
Yeah,
It might be something we can get them to do. I'm not going to promise you, but
Sure.
if he can write it up like that,
Okay.
it might be something.
It'd be great if you wrote it up like that.
Just highly recommend
Oh, yeah.
that gets done.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Yeah, because, that could cause issues.
I get it. The only thing that, probably the wrong way to think about it, something old and hydrojetting just sounds like, might bust something loose.
Well, what you want to do is like I said, you want to make sure that
You go from there,
whatever you do, you're
not
going
here.
from there. Yes.
Alright.
Not here.
Got it.
Or you could ask for the credit and you could do it yourself.
Okay.
Get a quote.
Yep.
So last time I got, it was around 1,000, 1,200,
Hydrojet?
yeah.
Okay.
So it's not terribly expensive, but it's definitely more than the snaking.
Yeah, it was last place we went, but they ended up doing, last place we sold, we ended up having to get not your standard root clean out. They make like an expandable one and then.
I just had that done, like the little
Expandable
claws, and it
cutters,
gets
yeah.
rid of all the roots.
The standard one, and I guess there's like a very aggressive one too.
Yeah, the expandable cutter is what you want to use for tree root and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I live in an area where there's a billion trees, where you don't have that here, which is.
So see that right there? So everything's going through that. It's not as bad as it looked in the beginning, but
Okay.
it's still
It
blocking.
definitely could be
Still blocking.
problematic,
Oh,
yeah.
it will be. Believe me, if you don't do anything about it.
And you'll have it on video too.
Yep.
See, I can just share that with them, and then they can see it.
So this is your connection from the clay pipe, crock pipe, to the cast iron.
Okay.
Now, what is all that? That's just some weed, like.
Yeah, just debris. That'll all just come right out to
That
you.
would come out.
Yep.
So the cast iron starts.
At about 53 feet or so.
What's a better material for a sewer pipe, cast iron or clay?
Well, that's kind
Whichever
of...
one doesn't break.
The best is PVC.
Right.
We don't have that option.
You get the scaling with the cast iron, and you get deterioration
Yeah.
with the crock.
So.
PVC,
this
you
drain
get
connects
nothing.
to that drain all with cast iron, is that
Mhm.
correct? Okay.
Yeah, it's
And then
all one line.
When you get from that drain, you have more cast iron going out to the clay.
Do I what?
So that other clean out.
That's right in line with this.
Okay, but then there's more cast iron from that connecting to the clay.
Yeah, just
Okay.
just to outside the foundation.
Okay.
I'm really interested to see that drop that we went through.
They don't
It's
have a
right there.
humidifier down there,
No.
Okay.
do they? It seems like it would be a smart.
Humidifier?
Yeah.
Air conditioner. That's a humidifier.
Is it?
I just turned it way down, the air, because I wanted to see if it was cool, because it was not very cool up there, so.
Started this before me.
I did.
I usually check the temperature before I was, and I see what the drop.
Okay, I did. It was on 75, the temperature was 73. Oh, sorry, I didn't know you heard that.
It's okay.
Andrew was hot, and I was hot, so we're like, well, let's see what it looks like.
Plus I leave the house hot too, because the tires flying out and I leave them alone.
Sorry, Chris. I didn't mean to step on your toe.
They usually lay on the
I
front room
told you
floor
anybody would be an inspector.
until they recover.
That's right. I see them break and I turn it on.
You put a mirror up there and see if they're still breathing,
Still breathing.
then you kick it
Make sure
on.
They can still write a check.
Nice to know
I
you
love
care.
it.
It's nice to know you care.
That's funny. If they can't, you just put the pen in their hand and.
I mean, another thing, I don't know how they would do it, but
So see that cast iron right there? I don't mean to interrupt you,
No,
but
please.
see the cast iron there on the right hand side?
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's what it looks like when it's heavily scaled. But it really doesn't mean anything, because when you have an old system like this, you need to maintain it. So I'm going to recommend that you have a camera inspection every 3 to 4 years or so, just to make sure that you're staying ahead of everything that's coming sooner or later, right?
So, in one house, we had like a separate draining system for like the seeping tiles that eventually went into the main drain. Is that what we have here or not necessarily?
Well, you want to talk to him about that kind of stuff.
The original system does go into there,
Mhm.
but then they also have put an interior system in,
Yes.
which is separate. So they have two systems here.
Okay,
One is discharging into the yard, one is combined and going out with it.
okay.
Did they have a backup on this somehow?
No,
Okay.
no bad.
And I think it's a newer one now, right? I think it's
Well, they would have put it in, well, they would have put that pit in when they did this interior drain.
okay, but I think they just replaced it.
You don't pull a date off the pump.
Okay.
Plus it looks pretty corroded